Vesper, and this is Button Smashing with Vesper, and you are...
Cosmoe!
Welcome to Button Smashing.
Hello and welcome to Button Smashing with Vesper. It has been a hot minute, so welcome back. I'm so excited to share with you today the content that I have. My guest is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Cosmoe from the Cosmoe Network and a bunch of other shows. I also went to the Megabyte Nation Video Game Expo. I can't wait to tell you about that, what I thought, what I saw. Also, I have been teasing you for so long, but I actually have been working on my chic cosplay, so I can't wait to show you how far I've gotten with that. I'm going to be wearing it at WonderCon coming up in March. Also, we have, I think this is always my personal favorite part of the show. It is the best and worst of streaming. This time, Cosmo and I played one of my very favorite games, GoldenEye, and it was madness, and I love it that way, and I can't wait for you to see it. And then, what else do we do? But oh my goodness, how could I forget? So we finally have some speculation, some allegedness about information pertaining to the upcoming Switch 2 console. Nothing's official, but we have gotten some videos from Nintendo which people have been dissecting and making predictions about the specs and the release dates, so we're going to talk about that. Anyways, let's just get into it. All right, let's talk about it. So the Nintendo Switch 2. We have been waiting for this for so long, and yes, it sounds like it's going to be called the Nintendo Switch 2. This is a first because there has been no other console that was just named as the second of another one. But hey, the Switch 2 has now surpassed the PlayStation 3, I think it is, as being the top selling game console of all times. And I have a phrase that I like to use: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, so they are fixing it. I mean, it ain't broke, but they're just making it better. They're making something that's great even better. And I'm down for that. So as far as looks go, it is mostly solid black, a matte black with our classic red and blue highlights. And it's going to have a dual screen like the DS era. Also, the Joy-Cons are going to attach magnetically. Something else to consider that I never thought about is that this console will be able to flip just like your phone. So you can hold it whatever which way, upside down or right side up. You kind of decide what that is and it will work. All right, so here's where we get into the real details. The entire console is going to be significantly larger than the original Switch. It's even going to be larger than the OLED, the OLED. So here's some numbers for you. The total console will be 271 by 116.4 by 31 millimeters. Or in other measurements, 10.6 by 4.5 by 1.2 inches. The screen, which is probably what we really care about, is going to be about 8 inches in length. To give you a perspective, the Switch 1 was 6 inches in length. So it's going to be about a 30% increase in screen size. There are also going to be new ports for charging options and possibly new accessories down the line. In addition, there's going to be a C button. This is kind of classic for older Nintendo consoles, but we haven't had it on the previous Switch. And they're speculating that this is going to be for streaming to your TV or to be used as a voice chat during gaming. Again, all of this is speculation based off of videos that we've seen or people who may have some insights, people who may have worked at Nintendo previously. But on April 2nd, there will be a direct where they are going to give us the official information for everything. Okay, so here's what you really want to know. Currently, people are predicting that this will be released mid-June. A lot of people are seeing 2s and everything, so maybe June 22nd. And then in addition to that, possibly even more important for some people, they're estimating a price point between $400 and $500, possibly depending on what package you get. A lot of times you can get a package with a game or maybe some of these extra accessories like the extra screen. In one video, they even showed a camera add-on that you could attach. All of this, oh my gosh, I mean, there was a time when I was waiting for the release and the information on this console every single day, and then I just gave up. So it's really cool. It is definitely coming out in 2025, and I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I have heard, don't quote me on this, that Nintendo consoles have historically been lower power than Microsoft consoles or PlayStation, Sony consoles. So I heard someone guess that this one will probably be power equivalent to a PlayStation 4. But anyways, I think that I trust Nintendo, and the reason why they take a long time on things is because they want to do a really good job, especially when you're paying that kind of money. You want to get your bang for your buck, and I trust Nintendo in that way. So I'm excited, and I hope you are too. So here it is. I am again, like I said, making a combo of the Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild Sheikah outfit. I got all my materials. Let's go. So I'm making that iconic Sheikah eye symbol. First I cut out a pattern, then I sewed it up with embroidery thread and making lots of layers, and I painted the actual symbol red. Also, I want to have the gauze mask that Impa has in Ocarina of Time, but I don't want it to be right up against my face so that it can breathe. So I'm making a kind of cardboard structure. Can't wait for you to see how that turns out. Okay, so I'm Vesper, and this is Button Smashing with Vesper, and you are
Cosmoe
from
the Cosmoe Network and the Cosmo Show.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Dude, thanks for having me.
This has been a long time coming.
Yes.
And I'm honored that you're joining me here today.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure and honor to be here because, God, I don't really get asked to be on the other people's things. Usually I'm asking people to be on my thing. So this is like truly a pleasure. It's like probably the first or the second one this year. Yeah.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're the man, the myth, and the legend. So I don't.
I'm gonna take that drink.
Yeah, let's drink to that.
Cheers, Les. Yes.
Yoo-hoo. We don't really have like a big topic like theme here today, just to like talk about why we like video games. I feel like
I love
that's
video
topic
games.
enough, like video games alone.
Yes.
But first, let's hear about all the stuff that you do.
All right, this is gonna be a 2-hour video, okay, of what I do.
Starting with the Cosmo Network.
The Cosmo
What
Network.
is the Cosmo Network?
The Cosmo Network is a one-stop hub.
Oh.
It's a one-stop hub for, I have the Cosmo Show, where I interview people in the world of creativity and cosplay.
Yeah.
So you can learn things, pros and cons. It's a nice little formula to it. Part educational, part interview. I have a comic book of the day on that with Sammy the Monster. Go check her out if you love comic books. Sammy the Monster at YouTube. Beautiful. And then Jackie's Kitchen.
Yep.
It's a cooking show for the average cooker. And
the first thing she did was make Zelda-themed cakes.
She did, but we haven't got to editing those. No, it's okay. Those cakes, okay, so...
I got to see some special content.
You did.
That I just spoiled for the world.
That we used for the intro, for the whole thing.
Okay.
So, but it's awesome. She's amazing.
I don't like Zelda at all.
You don't like Zelda at all?
I think it's dumb.
I think Link is stupid.
It's all real dumb.
It's all about Sheik.
Oh, the worst.
We should make a video game about Sheik.
How much I dislike the Zelda franchise, and most especially Sheik. Yeah. Okay, anyways, back to Jackie's Coochie Kitchen.
Kitchen. It's like a...
It's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. Jackie's Kitchen. It's like a cooking show for the average people. She's very funny. Become a mother trucker
and
today.
Fucking gorgeous.
Yes.
Sorry.
She's a great cosplayer. She's
incredibly
funny.
gorgeous.
Beautiful contact. And then fan film reactions with me and Vera Vanguard.
Yes.
Vera does a lot of films, short films, web series, and her own movie, Apocalypse Love. It's just a puppet movie. Like puppets, like this. You see the hand, but halfway into the movie, you forget about the hands and you just see puppets.
You get so into the story.
You get so into the story. And it's won some festival awards. It's been syndicated in a lot of other places. And she's just been rocking. She's another good friend of mine. So, and there's more shows that I'm working on.
What about your show?
My show.
The Cosmoe Show.
The Cosmoe Show. It's the first one out of all of them. And more to come the rest of this year, 2025. There's more and more shows. Every Thursday, there's an episode of something. And soon, every Tuesday, there will be an episode of something new. There's some adventure shows. There's a news channel coming out about cosplay and networks and materials, stuff like that. And then there's a podcast called Club Curiosity with me and Crystal.
I'm really excited about that.
Yes, me too. And then there's a game show.
Crystal.
We love you, Crystal. Woo! And then there's a game show that we're currently working on. So,
cool.
Actual game show. It's a lot, but I love it.
Well, it's like you said, it's a one-stop shop for all of your interests and needs, and you have something that you get to watch or listen to every day of the week. Which,
exactly.
At the end of every podcast or YouTube video I watch, I go like, dang, now I have to wait until next week for the next one.
Right.
So, thanks to you, we don't have to do that anymore.
Nope.
I did think of something, though, for our streaming friends that I can't see the chat right now. So let me just grab my Caputi.
Okay.
So that we can respond to anyone if they happen to stop by.
Oh, because we're live right
holding
now.
that thought.
Yes.
That was
LA. It was earthquake. It's LA. We have fires. We have earthquakes, tornadoes, tsunami warnings. We have it all here.
It was Yoshi doing a ground pound, most likely. More likely. There, Yoshi. You just stay right there. You just stay right there. All right. So, talking about our favorite. Oh, yay. Black Mamba's here. Good to see you, Black Mamba. Woo. I was just saying, this is a Yoshi that I bought for myself because one time I won a Mario Kart tournament. I was so nervous. This is definitely going to get cut. This is the extra bonus content. I was so nervous while playing Mario Kart in this competition, which I won, that when you look at the videos from behind, my butt cheeks are totally squeezed together. I was I was so worried.
Oh, wow. Clinching's oh my God.
So that's exciting. But anyways, video games. So... yeah. That's a broad topic. I think I might start with what probably started it for me and then what interests me today.
Okay.
Maybe we don't need to go through the whole history.
Well, back in 19... No, we don't.
So, what is the first video game that you remember playing?
F-Zero.
Oh, yeah?
F-Zero on Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was my first console. And after that, it was Star Fox.
Star Fox 64?
No, Star Fox Super Nintendo.
Oh, I've never played that.
Oh, it's the best. And the 64 was just the best out of all.
I can't get over it.
64 was the best. Last thing that I loved about Nintendo before I got converted to PlayStation because,
We don't... I get it. I know there's a war. Maybe there doesn't have to be.
There is a war, but, I'm Nintendo's for other people, PlayStation's for other people, and Xbox is for the other people.
But what if I like all of them?
That's fine.
Okay.
I looked for something that suited my needs,
yeah.
As in video games, character development, and open world, and just a hack and slash with a little bit of story. So,
okay.
So I like Devil May Cry, God of War, Soul Reaver.
Sorry,
Legacy
I've
of
already
Kain.
turned this into an argument. Back to you and what you like.
But Mario World was the last. Super Mario World was the last and the first anything Mario I ever played. I didn't play Nintendo or anything like that. So I loved that. I loved Yoshi. And then when it came to the 64, it was Zelda 64. That was the best. That was my first time dealing with an open world environment that just rocked. Except for the Water Temple. You guys all know about the Water Temple. The Water Temple is the most crucial, annoying pain in the ass.
What I recommend, not that anyone asked, is I have Prima's Bible walkthrough guide of how to play that game. And every time I get to the Water Temple, I just do the walkthrough. Because like when you do that, you can enjoy the music. You're like, hey, this is like, I feel like I'm accomplishing things. You don't feel like up, down, boots on, boots off, up, down, boots on, boots off.
It's challenging.
That's how you make it more fun.
I had the book.
Yeah.
The book back then, the game guide.
That
whatever.
one?
Yes, that one. Oh my God.
That's the Bible that I'm talking about.
I had that one. It didn't help.
And then there's pages from it right there. It didn't help.
I got stuck for about 3 months on that level. And
that's discouraging.
Last time I played, it was a long time ago, probably like 5-6 years ago, was the last time I played. And thank you, YouTube, and the person that played it. They knew exactly what you're talking about. I'm a visual kind of guy.
Yes.
I can't just read about it. It's like,
and
I gotta
then now
see
we go here, and then now we go here. And it doesn't help that, like, on the bottom, you have, like, the 4 different doors. And I'm like, okay, this one has rocks.
Yeah.
This one has an emblem. This one has, like, a ramp.
Yeah.
And then you got those spiky rocks coming after.
I hate the spiky rocks. Well, that was my video game. I didn't realize what kind of video games I liked until Nintendo 64 Zelda. I'm like open world, choose your own adventure, and then and then somebody showed me in PlayStation there's more games like that.
Yeah.
So
well, what do you like to play now?
Now the same thing, open world. Like Ghost of Tsushima or Shishima. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm probably butchering it. I butcher everything, so that's just me.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. That one, I love that one because it's open world. I can go anywhere. Assassin's Creed was like a cream de la creme. Of,
Which one in the early days was your favorite?
The 4th, Black Flag.
Okay.
Of course. And then the Ezio storyline.
Yeah.
2, the second one of 2, and then the third one, the Revelations, when he's an older Ezio. I just love those ones. I tried the Valhalla during the pandemic. Just couldn't get into it.
It's okay. I mean, there's a lot of things that I want to get into, and I start playing it, and I'm like, either it's not the right thing for me right now, or it's not my style. Yeah. I guess I'll answer the questions that I asked. So, my first video game console was a hand-me-down NES.
Okay.
And of course played Mario. Not a lot of Duck Hunt because I don't think we had the. There was like a racing game. Rad Racer maybe. I'm trying to think of what I really liked. We had a Disney game. It was literally like going to Disneyland and like the pirates would attack you. Oh, just like what they talk about in Jurassic Park. Like different areas. That was so fun. Couldn't get anywhere with it.
Wow.
Then there was another guy who was on a skateboard and you were like skateboarding through the jungle. I'm hoping... Oh, but you didn't play NES, so you have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, just Super NES.
I hope that maybe some of the people watching will know what I'm talking about. But that one was super fun.
Yeah.
But on all of those... I never got past, like, the first level. That's how hard it was. And I've had to, like, kind of come to the conclusion because I love Mario. But if I'm going to become, like, that type where you're, like, jumping, you memorize the course. Like, I was watching someone play, like, Donkey Kong Country. That was the one on Super Nintendo, right? I played that a lot.
Never played that one.
Okay. And I was just like, I was like just watching because like you almost fall all the time.
Crash Bandicoot was my Donkey Kong.
Yeah. So like those where it's like the side scroller or even it can be 3D now where you're like trying to like miss the fireballs and stuff. I'm like, I just don't know if I have like the stress resilience to deal with that. I think my thing is also open world games where I'm like, okay, I'm like powering up and I'm like coming up with a strategy to defeat this 3-headed dragon. Like,
well, see, that's what Devil May Cry was like.
Yeah.
All the bosses you had to come up against, like the 3-headed, like Cerberus, the 3-headed demon dog. How do you? Wow, it's 3 heads that you had to fight. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then God of War, it was the same way. It was like all these different characters, titans and stuff like that. But the one that got me out of all of those, the ones I just love to like get, because I know it's coming up. I don't have to worry about power or like supers or anything like that. Oh my god, what was the name of that game? Oh my god, it was PlayStation 1. Soul Reaver, yes. Soul Reaver. You're a vampire that evolved from all the other vampires, and the king hates you, which is Kang, and he ripped off your wings and sent you to the abyss, and now you're like this ghoul. You kind of look like Nightcrawler. And you could suck souls. It was like one of those things that you really didn't have to like do much. It was like the best open world ever game. And it's coming back. It's being remastered this year.
Nice.
So I'm so happy.
Well, I'll have to check that out.
Yes.
But I think, much like you, it was Ocarina of Time, GoldenEye, and the Nintendo 64 that made me a gamer without knowing I was a gamer. Because I was obsessed with those games. My brother and I played them all the time. Mm-hmm. But then I, like, kind of got behind because after that I wasn't really interested in the Wii or the GameCube or anything. And then so my brother like got an Xbox, and I think I just felt like more and more overwhelmed, like because games were evolving.
Yeah.
And so I've always said I'm a retro gamer because I inherit people's like consoles after they want the next one. So then I inherited an Xbox, and then I inherited an Xbox 360. I've inherited, and so I played the games, but like I never considered myself a gamer until recently. I'm like, no, wait, I am a gamer. I just never thought of myself that way because like everything was advancing so fast, and I was like, I can't play this stuff. So, but nowadays I'm just obsessed with Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Like,
Never played Fortnite.
I know I just like lost the interest of a lot of people when I said that, but like
I never played Fortnite.
I want you to know I want to try Apex Legends. That's what I really want to try. Ooh. But like I'm kind of like regaining, like I'm learning what. Like, I got Hollow Knight, and I got, like, Metroid, because I'm like, those are, like, you know, Hollow Knight's considered one of the best indie games ever, and, like, Metroid is a classic, and I'm like, I want to play these. I hate this side-scrolling thing. Like,
you never played Mega Man, then?
No, I need to, like, Sonic. Practice. Like, it's a skill I need to gain.
Yeah,
I've been learning what I like. So
my best friend had a Sega Genesis, and, like,
yeah.
I played Sonic on his console. I'm like, this is kind of fun. But Metroid and Mega Man were the bomb for side-scrolling. Well,
I think it's just a skill I need to learn.
Yeah.
It's that, like, some people are really good at doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm more like, okay, I'm going to approach this person from over here, and I'm going to, like, come up with a strategy of how to, like... And, of course, the thing I love the most about open world is like the discovery.
Yes.
Like I turn on Skyrim every so often to be like, I'm just gonna like walk around and like kill some people, and then I try and do a quest thing and I fail miserably.
Skyrim.
Like
during the pandemic, I played Skyrim for the first time on PlayStation, and I don't remember playing any of the gameplay. I was just out there going out on an adventure, coming across dragons.
Constantly being attacked.
How do I kill this dragon? And I've killed 5 dragons without upgrading that much. And I killed a giant.
So you got it. You got it. A giant.
I killed a giant.
Nice.
Over by the woolly mammoth. That little area when you come up the hill. Because like instead of going straight to the right when you're coming down the hill, I went straight to the left to that castle that's up in the boondocks. It's like snowy.
Yeah.
And I killed the guards there just by pure luck, and I grabbed all of that armor. I'm like, sweet. And then I went into the castle. I'm like, there's places I can't go yet without this upgrade. It's like, cool, but I'll just grab what I can, experience. And I'm like, I had a bow and arrow. So there's like, you go down the hill, and there's the giants. Yeah. He's chasing after you, and he will club you far. I've been clubbed before by a giant.
And you're like,
But if I keep on backing up the hill and just keep on constantly shooting him, and then when he loses interest, I go back down. I'm like, hey, I'm over here. He comes right back up. Keep on shooting him.
yes.
Oh my god.
You just have to find your strategy.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, they're computers and you are not, as far as you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess another memorable, I'm thinking about like stuff that just really stands out, was, for me, I think it was the second one in the Ezio series.
Yeah.
That was, it's the first one where they had the stealth. Yeah. I played that all the time. I loved playing the stealth level and just being like that. I've decided I'm a big stealth person.
Okay.
So, and then I started playing all of the Splinter Cells. Totally obsessed with all the Splinter Cells. Yeah. And then I played Last of Us, and I'm like, it's a stealth game.
Last of Us was such a beautiful game.
Yeah.
I haven't got that far in the second one because something happens in the second one. I'm just like, wait, so why am I playing? Why do I keep on going after this certain situation?
I talk about this a lot. I mean, not specifically what you're... I know what you mean, though.
You know what I mean? That one scene. That's why I can't watch the
that
show.
One
I'm like,
scene.
I know what's going to happen, hopefully in the second season. But...
I truly believe that they are going to make the right choice this time. And at least drag us along for a little bit. But that game was... Did you end up playing past that part?
Yeah.
A
little bit longer.
Forever.
A little bit longer, and I was like, I can't do this.
Every single one of my shows, we talk about Last of Us.
It's the first one.
It's so good.
Perfect.
I think that the show is going to be what we needed in the second game.
Yes.
We'll just leave it at that for now.
Yes.
But yeah, so I would say Assassin's Creed, and that was like a, no pun intended, game changer for me because I realized how much I love stealth games. And, God, I love Splinter Cell so much.
Black Flag was my favorite Assassins.
I haven't...
Because I love the pirate era.
I need to work my way through it because I've heard so many good things about...
The ship battles, open sea. Oh my god. You can upgrade your boat, your ship, to be like a one-man wrecking crew. And then, on the edges of the map, on the corner, there are legendary battles. They're legendary ships.
Oh.
And there's one where there's like twins. There's two ships that you have to attack. And it's just so amazing and fun. It takes away from the actual Assassin's Creed, like Assassin's Creed 3 and 2, of like the order of it. You're just this regular guy that stumbles across an assassin that has a message to deliver. You get marooned, and you decided you're like, hey, I might as well take on this guy's persona.
Yeah.
To later on find out that you're part of something big. So
I definitely don't want to end this conversation, but I want to think right now, like, what is I'm trying to think of, like, whether it was, if someone made a game just for you, what would it be? Or if you could only play, I don't want to say if you could only play one game for the rest of your life. If someone made a game that was just for you, what would that game be like?
Ooh. That game would be like Devil May Cry meets Uncharted.
Tell me about it. Okay, so is it in the world of Uncharted? Or is it in the world of Devil May Cry?
In the gameplay of Uncharted.
Okay. I've never played Uncharted, so...
Ooh, it's better than Tomb Raider.
No. I've never played Devil May Cry. I lied. I've played 5 minutes of Uncharted, so at least know that.
Devil May Cry is
Explain yourself.
Devil May Cry is a complicated story of two brothers, and then later on you find out there's like a nephew involved. But
like, what's the time period? What's the style?
The style is weird because it's in our world, but like, you know, demons and creatures exist in our plane. Now, if you follow a manga and you watch the anime series back in the days, then it's a whole different ball game. But in the video game, it's always something happening in our world where somebody takes over and, you know, resurrect Mundus and like all this weird stuff. It's crazy complicated, but the world's beautiful. And the remake was great because they did that abstract weird stuff in the game, which is kind of like mind-blowing, like if you're on mushrooms. That's why I love the remake, but, you know, the character looked too emo as hell. But that's just me. But the main character, he's a Nephilim, all right? And his brother's a Nephilim. and it's like a hack and slash adventure where you're trying to get your way to the top, just like in Mario, trying to get your way to the castle. Uncharted was great because it's exploring, and it's like Tomb Raider. It's like what? It's like playing Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Without being Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I played like a little bit of it.
Uncharted was just beautiful adventure puzzles.
Yep. So you want a good story. You want
a
variety of challenges.
Yeah, I want Devil May Cry to be more open world, but I want more challenges and puzzles. I want more of that. So if I can make those two into one, or make a Devil May Cry 6, Capcom. I know Ruben Langdon. Ruben Langdon does the voice of Dante in the original one. I mean, just pitch it. Come on. Anyways, yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that'll be the game for me.
So for me, I think the first thing I would say is it would be an infinitely open world thing where like it wasn't just that the game came out. Like there was always being new areas added. So there's a game that I like called Sky Children of the Light that's like that, where like every couple months they'll add a new area. So I would want it to be infinitely open world. A world that I could always explore. And I would like it to be like a fairly healthy nature world. Like not an infinite like post-apocalyptic world.
Okay.
I want there to be like trees and rivers and things. And for there to always be new quests and puzzles and things to explore. That's what I would say is probably, there could be a variety of weapons. Like I love playing both shooter games and then like more like melee games. But for me, it would probably be like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, just infinitely expanding. And maybe with more weapon variety.
The game that I'm talking about that I would love is almost like Horizon Dawn.
Ooh, I need to play that.
Oh, it's so good. The second one is way better, but man, talk about an open world technology, adventure, puzzle making. Crazy. It's original. Totally original. They should make that a movie, a series actually. They make that a series. That'd be dope.
That would be cool.
On Amazon Prime.
What company makes that game?
I don't know. People at home, help me out with that. I want to say Ubisoft, but it's probably not. Ubisoft makes a lot of good games, but I haven't played that game in so long.
Figure that out offline. I'll take that grenade launcher. Here, use it. I think it is. I can hear that it's echoing. Okay. What I want to see is if you can change your... Because the thing has auto aim. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it was, but he took it. Yes, you can go outside and play hide and fuck yourself. Thank you very much.
Damn it.
There you go. Now I can live happily ever after because I beat you twice. Oh, are you lucky, huh?
Yeah! Right in the head!
How dare you?
Oh, I almost... Oh, I love this one. These knives are worthless. Oh, wait.
Well, they win.
Oh, fudge.
Yes, where are you going? I back you in the
I
corner.
finally.
Damn you!
No, you're gonna get me.
No!
What? I thought you were gonna give me that time.
No means
Yeah!
no, you tuxedo. Watch out. Hey! I got knife and steel. Nothing. Cosplay autographs for you. How dare you? I'll have to aim as a strategy at playing, okay? Kill. Just give me one kill. Give me one kill, I can go to Valhalla. No! How dare you?
No. Throw it. Now it's my
I
turn.
can't aim without the other button. Come in here. Come in here. Come
Okay,
in.
get
Come
your
inside.
knives.
Come
Get
inside.
your knives. Your knives are right here.
My
Come
knife
get your knives.
sucks.
Go to the other end of the hall. It's gonna be like a showdown. It's gonna be like a showdown.
Wait,
1, 2, 3. Now you throw first. Hey,
you bastard. Let me look down at you. You.
Oh, I am, but I'm gonna pick up some armor on the way.
No, you're not.
If you don't mind.
No, do not.
The shoot off thing. The standoff thing. Okay? 1. Don't get closer. We're doing a standoff.
I can't aim without the other controller. You know how she's cheating right now. Because I can't do anything without the other joystick. That's one hit out of 11 fucking knives. There we go. Abusive. Abusive.
Ready? Don't get closer. We love the knives.
Thank God for the Vance game.
I really like the numbers will make it totally even.
Yes, I know I lost player too. It's just... Ay, 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 What are you doing? What are you doing? Come
Great.
here. Come
Now
here.
you have armor.
Yes, that's right. Watch out. Big leagues are coming here. Let me throw one leg on your shoulder and we can distract you. Look at Kuta. Here.
This is gonna be a long ass game.
Fine, at least it's challenging. I don't have to look up or down. Just go left and right. Follow you. Come on.
Told you.
Come here. Come here.
Just look
Oh.
straight. Damn it.
Yes.
3 hours later.
Yes. Yes. Take that. Bond 007 Pierce Bronson. Best Bond in my opinion. Oh my god.
That was really bad.
That was really nasty.
You slapped me to death.
Yes. Yes.
Ugh.
Hey, you
Shortest
lost that
innings.
one. You lost that one.
So like I said, I attended Megabyte Nation Gaming Expo. Of course, there was lots of really cool art in Artist Alley. This particular graphic really stood out to me, so I wanted to share it with you. And they had a really cool cosplay contest. I mean, it was small. It was small, but like every single person who participated, their cosplay was super quality. One of my favorites, I don't have a picture of it, was Tactical Mario and Piranha Plant Princess. I think they were actually my favorites, so shout out to them. Also, there were several amazing video game voice actors, and they were so cool. They took time with guests to really talk. It wasn't just a sign and goodbye. That was really special to be able to get to talk to the voice actors and some other panelists as well. It was kind of a small con for reasons I'll get into later, but it felt very personal, and I appreciated that. One of my personal favorite things I think about the entire con is I just love retro gaming, and there were so many booths with retro games, retro consoles, accessories. I just love looking through all that stuff. So I think that was my favorite part of the con. And I couldn't believe it. I saw him from across the way and I ran over, but I ran into the nostalgic Latino. You've seen him on TikTok, you've seen him on Instagram. He is hilarious. And he was so cool. We got to talk for a little bit and make some funny faces like he does on his Instagram and TikTok videos. So please check out the Nostalgic Latino. And thank you to Riley. Riley was one of the producers of Megabyte Nation. Like I mentioned before, this was their first year, and I think it was a huge success. So a little insight is that all of this happened during the LA fires. I was fine. I did evacuate. I really just had wind damage. So my heart goes out to everyone who truly lost. I know that a lot of people were, should I go? Shouldn't I go? It's a little bit chaotic here in LA right now. My personal insight is that it was really nice to take some time. I did, have the privilege of taking time to step away. And it felt so good to just hang out with other video gamers during this time and kind of take my mind off of the other chaos that was going on. Again, I had that privilege. So thank you to Riley and the other producers of Megabyte Nation Video Game Expo.